Let's queer up gay culture. TransInclusive's Tatiana Williams selected to HRC Board of Directors. The human rights campaign HRC, the nation's largest lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer civil rights organization, has announced its newest members of the 2023 HRC and HRC Foundation Board of Directors. One of them is Tatiana Williams, co-founder and executive director of TransInclusive Group. Tatiana's personal mission centers around celebrating diversity and championing real equity in all systems. After years of service as a member of HRC's South Florida Steering Committee and the HRC Board of Governors, this appointment to the HRC Board of Directors is a significant milestone that will amplify her powerful work in supporting the rights of transgender and gender diverse communities around the nation. Black women of transgender experience have always been at the forefront of driving the movement for LGBTQ plus equality forward. And as the leader of a highly visible organization serving the transgender community of South Florida with direct services, outreach, and advocacy, Tatiana will bring a wealth of expertise and an influential voice to the Human Rights Campaign Board of Directors. Her participation on the HRC board will help draw continued attention to the current situation for transgender and LGBTQ plus people in Florida, one of the many states around the nation that have taken dangerous steps to threaten the healthcare, safety, education, academic freedom, and the very essence of our diverse communities. I can't be happier for Tatiana. I freaking love this woman, all right? She is inspiring. She is thought-provoking. She is powerful. She don't take no BS from nobody. Nobody, okay? I am so proud of Tatiana Williams, of representing Black and brown women everywhere, of representing all of us. This is what she does on an everyday basis. She lives and just breathes advocacy and passion for our community. This is an incredible appointment. Kudos to HRC.
Big kudos to Tatiana. Big kudos to HRC. I love Tatiana. And here's the thing I think that's important to, focus on, and that is it's a transformation for HRC. Representation matters. HRC has been known as a very white organization for many years, and finally they're walking the talk. While they have espoused the values of DE&I, right, they haven't really put them into action. And by bringing somebody on the board like Tatiana Williams, they are signaling how serious they are about doing this work. So I'm proud of Tatiana for her greatness, but also of HRC for being transformative. And that goes to Kelly Robinson, right, at the helm of the organization, really making sure that they walk the talk.
Yeah. Listen, Black and brown women are essential. So Tatiana, this just brings more light to, like the article said, for the youth of our trans community. I can only see it going up from here. I think it's a win as well. I just wanted to jump in there and say that.
You know, and she's and Tatiana's gorgeous. And I also have to say that this year she was 2023's honorary Miss Florida FI, okay? And like she got that honor and she looked amazing on the stage with her sash and crown, okay? Doesn't take away from just her powerful advocacy, but just got to remind you that she's also gorgeous. I'm done. I'm sorry, Al. Go.
Resident lesbian has spoken. Yeah. You know, one of the things that I think is important, I love especially what Orlando said in terms of the HRC. From my seat, the privileged white male cisgendered seat, I tell you from my seat over the last decade, the HRC represented me very, very well, and didn't necessarily represent the rest of the community as well as they should. That's what I hear you saying, and then, you know, that's my interpretation of what you say. But I think it's true, to be honest with you. And the HRC's had lots of problems in these last couple of years as they try to embrace greater diversity. Some of the faces, like mine, around the country have held on to wait. And it's a reflection of we needed to do better. So I think that that's a reflection of great progress from my seat at the HRC. I want to mention Adriana Tender at TransInclusive
as well.
She is on the Board of Governors of the HRC, and the HRC said and saying more frequently, trans is important and trans women of color are important. And now they've taken it another step to have Tatiana Williams, who obviously represents their offices at Pride Center at Equality Park and Wilton Manors and Fort Lauderdale and Broward County and really all of South Florida. The HRC escalates their commitment one step farther beyond Adriana. Now 2 representatives coming out of TransInclusive have representation roles at the HRC nationally. That is really important. And the reason, in my opinion, that that is important is if representation really matters, you must extend seats at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that's what this decision does. You are important. Your community is important. Please sit down right here. And that's what's happened with Tatiana Williams.
Amen.